my friends. It is such a pleasure and an honor to be with you here today. Thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedules to be here. I know how precious your time is, and I am truly grateful that you have chosen to spend some of it with me. You know, when I was first asked to speak to you all today, I have to admit I was a little bit nervous. This is such an important topic, and I wanted to make sure that I could do it justice. But then I started to think about the theme that we're exploring. Either you will find a way or you will make one. And realize that this is a message that is so core to my own personal philosophy and approach to life. It's something that has guided me and driven me ever since I first learned the power of this mindset. You see, for most of my life, I've been what you might call a late bloomer. I didn't have a lot of advantages growing up. In fact, you could say the deck was pretty heavily stacked against me. I came from a low-income family. I struggled in school, and I just never seemed to have that natural talent or ability that some people are just born with. But you know what I did have? I had an unshakable belief that I could find a way to succeed, no matter what obstacles stood in my path. And if I couldn't find a way, I was damn well going to make one. That mindset, my friends, is what has made all the difference in my life. It's what has allowed me to overcome challenge after challenge, setback after setback, and to ultimately achieve a level of success that I truly never could have imagined for myself. And I'm here today because I want to share that message with all of you. I want to inspire you to adopt that same mindset, to refuse to accept the limitations that others might try to impose on you, and to forge your own path to greatness. Because let me tell you, the world is full of naysayers. There are people out there who will try to convince you that your dreams are impossible, that the obstacles you face are too great to overcome. They'll tell you to be realistic, to lower your expectations, to settle for less than you truly deserve. But I'm here to tell you, don't listen to them. Those people are small-minded and afraid. They're projecting their own limitations onto you, and you cannot let that hold you back. Instead, I want you to tap into that boundless well of potential that I know is inside each and every one of you. I want you to unleash the power of your imagination to think outside the box, to refuse to accept the status quo. Because the truth is, my friends, the only limitations that exist are the ones that we place on ourselves. When we believe that we can find a way or make one, there is truly no obstacle that can stand in our way. I know what you might be thinking, that's all well and good, Brian, but how do I actually put this into practice? How do I develop that mindset and start making things happen in my own life? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because I have some tried and true strategies that I want to share with you. First and foremost, it's all about developing a mindset of possibility. You have to truly believe deep down in your core that you have the power to achieve whatever you set your mind to. And that means letting go of any limiting beliefs or negative self-talk that might be holding you back. So when that little voice in your head starts telling you that you can't do something, that is too hard, that you're not good enough, you have to shut that down immediately. Replace those thoughts with affirmations of your own power and potential. Tell yourself, I can find a way, or I will make this happen. And you know it's not always easy. Changing your mindset doesn't happen overnight. It's a constant practice, a daily discipline that requires vigilance and dedication. But I can promise you, my friends, that the more you do it, the more natural and automatic it will become. Over time, that mindset of possibility will become ingrained in you, and it will start to transform every aspect of your life. Because you see, when you truly believe that you can find a way or make one, it changes the way you approach challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as insurmountable barriers, you start to see them as puzzles to be solved, as opportunities to get creative and think outside the box. Your mindset shifts from one of limitation to one of possibility, and suddenly the world is your oyster. And that's where the next key strategy comes in, developing your problem-solving skills. Because the truth is, when you're committed to finding a way or making one, you're inevitably going to face challenges and roadblocks along the way. But rather than letting those challenges defeat you, I want you to see them as invitations to flex your mental muscles, to tap into your resourcefulness and ingenuity. Start by breaking down the problem into its component parts. Analyze each piece, explore different angles and perspectives. Don't be afraid to get creative, to think outside the box. What unconventional solutions might you be able to come up with? What resources or connections do you have that you could leverage? The more you practice this kind of lateral thinking, the better you'll get at it. And you know, sometimes the answer might not be immediately obvious. Sometimes you're going to have to do a little digging, a little trial and error to find the solution. But that's okay. In fact, that's all part of the process. The key is to stay persistent, to refuse to give up. Because I can guarantee you, my friends, that the moment you're ready to throw in the towel is the moment that breakthrough is just around the corner. In fact, I'll share a personal story with you. Early on in my career, I was trying to launch a new business venture and I hit roadblock after roadblock. Every time I thought I had found a way forward, something would come up and derail me. It was incredibly frustrating, and there were times when I was ready to just throw in the towel and call it quits. But I kept pushing, kept looking for new angles, kept refusing to accept defeat. And you know what happened? Eventually I found a way to make it work. That business ended up being a huge success. And it all started with my unwavering commitment to finding a solution no matter what. And that, my friends, is the power of this mindset. When you refuse to accept limitations, when you're willing to get creative and put in the hard work, there is truly no obstacle that can stop you. You will find a way or you will make one. It's as simple as that. Of course, I know that it's not always easy to maintain that level of persistence and determination. There will be times when the challenges seem insurmountable, when the obstacles feel too great to overcome. That's why it's so important to have a strong support system in place. People who can encourage you, motivate you, and hold you accountable when the going gets tough. That's where the next key strategy comes in. Surrounding yourself with the right people. Now, I'm not just talking about casual acquaintance or surface level connections. I'm talking about cultivating a core group of individuals who truly get you, who believe in your dreams, and are willing to go to bat for you. These are the people who will pick you up when you're feeling down, who will challenge you to think bigger and reach higher, who will be there for you no matter what. And you know, it's not just about having that support system, it's also about being that kind of person for others. When you surround yourself with like-minded individuals who are committed to growth and achievement, it creates this powerful synergistic effect. You start to feed off each other's energy, to push each other to new heights. And that, my friends, is where the real magic happens. Because let's be honest, pursuing your dreams and overcoming challenges is not always easy. There are going to be setbacks, disappointments, and moments of self-doubt. But when you have a strong support system in place, when you're surrounded by people who believe in you and are willing to go the extra mile, those challenges become that much more manageable. You have a safety net, a sounding board, a cheerleading squad that can lift you up and keep you going when the going gets tough. And you know, it's not just about the emotional support. These people can also be an invaluable source of practical guidance and advice. They might have insights or experiences that you haven't considered, or connections that could open doors for you. They can help you brainstorm solutions, hold you accountable to your goals, and provide that extra push when you need it most. And so I want to challenge you all today. Take a look at the people in your life. Are they lifting you up, or are they holding you back? Are they celebrating your successes and supporting your dreams, or are they trying to convince you to play it safe and settle for less? Because let me tell you, my friends, the company you keep is absolutely critical when it comes to achieving greatness. And speaking of greatness, that brings me to the next key strategy I want to share with you: visualizing your success. You see, the power of the mind is truly incredible, and when you learn to harness it, there's no limit to what you can accomplish. I'm talking about the ability to vividly imagine and emotionally experience your desired outcome, as if it's already a reality. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Visualization. That sounds a little woo-woo, doesn't it? But let me assure you, my friends, this is not some airy-fairy New Age nonsense. Visualization is a scientifically proven technique that has been used by high performers in every field, from athletes to business leaders to artists and beyond. The reason it works is simple. When you vividly imagine yourself achieving your goal, your brain doesn't know the difference between that mental image and reality. It responds in the same way, triggering the same neural pathways and physiological responses as if the event were actually happening. And that, in turn, helps to program your subconscious mind to work towards making that vision a reality. So I want you to take a moment and close your eyes. Imagine yourself standing at the precipice of your greatest dream, gazing out at the vast expanse of possibility that lies before you. What does it feel like? What are you seeing, hearing, and experiencing? Really immerse yourself in that vision. Let it fill every corner of your mind and body. And then I want you to start taking deliberate steps to make that vision a reality. Break it down into smaller, actionable goals and create a plan to achieve them. Visualize yourself taking each of those steps one by one until you reach the summit of your dreams. Now, I know that might sound easier said than done. After all, the path to success is rarely a straight line. There will be twists and turns, ups and downs, moments of triumph and moments of trial. But that's where the power of visualization really comes into play. When you can see yourself overcoming those obstacles, pushing through the challenges, and ultimately achieving your goals, it gives you the motivation and resilience to make it happen. Because let's be honest, my friends, the road to success is not an easy one. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when the obstacles seem too great to overcome, but when you have that clear, vivid vision of your desired outcome etched into your mind, it becomes that much easier to stay the course. You know exactly where you're headed and you're willing to do whatever it takes to get there. And that, my friends, is what separates the truly successful from everyone else. It's not that they're smarter or more talented or luckier than the rest of us. It's that they've learned to harness the power of their own minds to visualize their success and then relentlessly pursue it. They've developed that mindset of possibility, that unwavering belief that they will find a way or make one. And you know, that's not just true for the big, lofty goals either. It's just as applicable to the smaller, everyday challenges that we all face. Whether it's nailing a presentation at work, overcoming a personal obstacle, or simply getting through a tough day. The power of visualization can make all the difference. So I want to encourage you all today, start practicing this skill. Make it a regular part of your routine. Take time each day to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and vividly imagine yourself achieving your goals. See the details, feel the emotions, and let that vision become a driving force in your life. Because, my friends, when you combine that mindset of possibility with the power of visualization, there is truly no limit to what you can accomplish. You will find a way or you will make one. It's as simple as that. And, you know, as I think about all of this, I can't help but be reminded of a quote that has always resonated with me. It's from Henry Ford, and it goes like this: whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Think about that for a moment. The beliefs and assumptions that we hold about ourselves and our capabilities have an incredible power to shape our reality. If we tell ourselves that we can't do something, that the obstacles are too great to overcome, then we will inevitably find a way to make that self-fulfilling prophecy. But if we choose to believe in our own potential, to have that unwavering conviction that we will find a way or make one, then the sky is truly the limit. And that, my friends, is what I want to leave you with today. I want you to go forth from this room with a renewed sense of possibility, a commitment to cultivating that mindset that has served me so well throughout my life. I want you to surround yourself with people who will lift you up and support your dreams, to practice the art of visualization, and to tackle every challenge and obstacle that comes your way with a fierce determination to succeed. Because the truth is, the only thing standing between you and the life of your dreams is the limits that you place on yourself. When you refuse to accept those limitations, when you tap into the boundless well of potential that lies within you, there is truly no goal that is out of reach. So let's go forth from here today, my friends, and make our own way in this world. Let's be the trailblazers, the pioneers, the ones who refused to accept the status quo. Let's be the ones who find a way or make one. Because I can promise you, the rewards will be greater than you can possibly imagine. Thank you all so much for being here today. Let's go out and change the world.